Hey guys, welcome back. It's the 1st of January 2026. Let's talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 6 on today with 7 years. And yeah, let's get into the video. So basically what I wanted to talk about today is what I did wrong in 2025. And the upcoming videos, we will talk about the things that I did right or the things that I want to change and those kinds of stuff. So hopefully you will stick it to the end of the video and maybe give a thumbs up while you're at it. So yeah, basically I'm going to talk about this specifically because there's like a trend in my life that I want to change, but a couple things needs to happen in order for me to change. But we will just start by the beginning and we will see where we end up. So basically what I did wrong is magically I'm practically hoping that if I apply to enough jobs, the opportunity will follow. But um, of course, there are multiple variables um, that I did work on, but not enough for me to order in order to land the job that I wanted for 2025. And I got very close a couple of times, but it didn't work out. And eventually, the life tries to put you in a direction. If you are not succeeding, the opposite can happen. And that basically happened in the last year because I've been applying for 11 months straight. I've been applying for 212 jobs, which is a lot in my country because maybe like 5 to 7 jobs that are applicable um, that I can apply for. And yeah, basically the worst skill that was not the programming, was not the projects, was not the presentation, but the interview skills and also the distance where the jobs were. And reflect on that, I should have tried to not necessarily get like accept a job and go after it and work there, but practice my interview skills and actually land a contract. So that is definitely something that I did wrong and should work on this year. That being said, in this year, my position that I'm applying for shrunk by 5 to 7%, which is a lot. And yeah, that is something you cannot predict in this market. Well, kinda, but yeah, in hindsight, I should have broadened my skills. But the thing is, there's no timing because I have other loops where I get stuck on. So basically, I had a stable job until September 2025. And what happened is that I got fired from the job. I got a new job, but it was even more toxic. And then I left that job. And then I got somewhere in a year, I also got fired. So I switched like 3 to 4 jobs just in a small period of time. And that has been really stressful and dragging on the system that I have and trying to be consistent for emergencies like having no income was a really hard pill to swallow. So this is definitely something that we're gonna work on. And the only thing that's gonna work on that I have to be self-reliant because we are transferring to another topic that I did wrong. Um, is that I get inconsistent. When I get inconsistent, I cannot do the system that I wanted to. Then the emotion and the financially dragging is coming into play. And then it just, all the balls that I am juggling just drops onto the ground. And so I have to be more self-aligned, meaning that I have to make sure that even if I lose my job, that I still have income, meaning that will take needs a business. But in order to learn business, you also need to learn marketing and sales. So I have to, yeah, work my skills and work more consistently towards the goal that I want to achieve. But yeah, those things are both stressful. And how the year went, in hindsight, I wish that I just went for the marketing and sales instead of yeah, focusing too much on the jobs. Therefore, yeah, I should have focused on that, and hopefully we will make that change this year. Um, yeah, so um, I need to stop taking a toxic job. I don't know how to define that actually, but I need time and space to learn the skills that I want to make this um, not this YouTube channel, but the things that I want into life, the outcome. To achieve that, I need to remove the friction of having a toxic job. I need to figure out what are the elements, what are, like, I know when I see it, when I'm working in it, but then it's already too late, right? So I need to work on that. So after a lot of contemplating, I came to the thought that I'm going to be a night receptionist. And if I'm going to be a night receptionist, there's a lot of downtime. And in this downtime, I can work on these skills. So learning my own things on a job getting paid was one of the solutions. There are many places where I can do that, but I have to be patient. And we'll see how things will go from there. The third thing that I wanted to talk about, that I've been tired all the time. When you are tired, your emotional state goes down, and then you have less time, not only less time, but less patient and less, your mood is lower, your capacity, brain capacity is lower to achieve something. Even though we achieve many things that I wanted to, there's just some that I really wanted to do but couldn't because of this. Um, the fourth one was actually because of me. I've been very impatient and with my schedule. So if I have a certain system, I want to have this system work immediately so I can be patient for the future. But I actually have to get used to the system so it doesn't crumble when yeah, these problems start. So being more patient with the system is definitely a theme that I'm going to work on. And yeah, it's just like having, yeah, working on it every day rather than working on it a couple of times for many days and then just drop. We'll see how we're gonna figure that out. And the fifth thing and the sixth thing is that if I have too much responsibility and too much friction, the barrier that I want to break is hard to break because I want to go through it rather than crumble the barrier. And that is something we have need to focus on. Even though we did that a little bit in the past, we should focus on the, yeah, we talk more often. We need to remove as much as friction that we have, so these problems won't just magically appear because these problems are solved, right? Not in like in an absolute way, but in a relative way or decent, adequate enough that I can manage juggling the things that I wanted to do. And the trust in myself is a little bit on the offside. It's not that I don't believe in myself, but the identity needs to be stronger. So I need to work on that. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it more specifically on like a bigger video where I can break down all the goals and those kinds of stuff. But that is it for now. That the things that I did wrong. It's not necessarily about goal achieving that I did wrong. It's the things that around that hinders me to achieve this goal, or it will take longer to achieve that goal than how I actually wanted to. So removing the frictions, removing the barriers, don't be tired too much, don't take a toxic job, and actually learn faster from these mistakes. So even though I think I'm decently at it and I've seen much improvement and I've tried many things, I just didn't had the time to do so because the job that I currently have made me tired. And when I'm tired, I have less capacity to work on them. So we need to take a job for now, that makes me less tired, which will, yeah, speed up the process basically. And that is what I've been working on. Hopefully, the upcoming months or the 2 months, we will see this improvement rolling in, right? So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make a 600 today in 7 years. And I will see you into the next video.